Welcome to another Radio Rambles. Thursday morning, chilling, driving, traffic once again, listening to the Champions League games in the background. And I saw a video posted today by End the Stream Dave. Big up Dave, Real Madrid fan. And if you haven't seen the live I did yesterday on Dave, Will and Faisal with their very confident, very overhyped predictions before the Liverpool Real Madrid game, do check it out. I'll link it down below.
The whole fact that we go to Anfield and we play like this shows one thing. The quality of La Liga is poor.
But hang on a second. Now I'm going to bring Lee Gunner's comments into this. Shout out Lee Gunner, but I have to play the clip now.
Listen to this drama. It's all about the drama, guys.
I love the clip. I don't know why I love it. But Lee's one of the opinion who says the Premier League quality is shit and La Liga is better quality, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got Lee, who does live in Spain, follows Real Madrid, so saith he does. And you've got Dave, who is a Madrid fan as well, has been a long life Real Madrid fan, and he's going to tell you that the league in Spain is poor, but then Lee Gunner's going to tell you the league in England is poor. So which one is it now? We're at a bit of an impasse here, but anyways, let's keep a stepping.
Poor is dropping the level of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid fans got giddy because we beat Barcelona. Fair and square. It's El Clasico. I understand. But this does not mean you play the same lineup against Liverpool, because you don't know what the quality of the Premier League is saying, that you rely on the same players that are actually getting you the results in La Liga. But when you come up against a great Premier League side, you're going to get cooked.
Man was slandering us before the game, but now we're a great Premier League side. Let's go. Go, Dave. Let's go.
And today, we got annihilated on the pitch.
But there was a part in that where Dave was doing his bits, basically giving a breakdown of the game and stating that the Spanish league is shit. And every time Spanish teams come up against English opposition, they get outplayed. And then some will say, well, actually, in the games where it matters, finals and whatnot, they actually do triumph more often than not. And you can look back at 2022 when we played Real Madrid, that being Liverpool. And obviously that was an absolute blattering in Liverpool's favour, if not for Courtois, who managed to pull off save after save after save, and then a certain right back who no longer plays for Liverpool was sleeping at the back post that allowed Vinicius Jr. to ghost in and side-footed into the back of the net, and then they won their game 1-0. But, however, is Dave right in saying that the Spanish league is not a great league, it is a weak league? Because Liga will have you believe that the English Premier League is a shit league and La Liga is a much better league. Now that could be depending on which team plays and what game you've got going on, who's, which football players playing and whatever. But it got me thinking. So Lee, who's an Englishman who lives in Spain and watches La Liga and follows Arsenal, says that the Spanish league is much better than the English league, or at least the English league is shit and lesser than. But Dave, who is also an Englishman but also lives in Spain and a long life Real Madrid fan, he's watched La Liga more often, well, longer than what Lee Gunner has for sure. And I'm thinking to myself, so who do we believe now? Do we believe the long life Real Madrid fan or the man who watches La Liga for the past, 4 or 5 years, shall we say? I don't know. I don't have the answers to this, but I'm just putting it out there. People listening to this, if you do, thank you. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but some people enjoy just listening to the wafflings in the background, which is why it's a Radio Ramble. And my question is the English Premier League just more physically dominant than La Liga? Because you've seen the Liverpool game with Real Madrid the other night. Real Madrid players were getting tackled all over the place. Bradley was putting a shift in. Now, you might say that's just normal defending, but I don't know. Do Real Madrid fans believe that La Liga is a shit league like Dave does? Or do they believe that the Premier League is a shit league like Lee does? Football fans in general, I'm not sure. You can say the Premier League doesn't have the same players and whatnot, the pace and power and all of that from yesteryear, or you need pace and power in the Premier League to make it through and get yourself, winning games and whatever. And La Liga, Serie A, for example, they're more technical leagues where you need to play for a bit more skill. There's more time on the ball, whereas Premier League is very fast and you get pressed and you get bodied and bullied off the ball and whatnot. You just look at some of the midfields in the Premier League. I mean, shit, everyone talks about Newcastle's midfield being like bodyguards, because you got Joel Linton, you got Tonali and Guimaraes in there as well, which a lot of people say is probably the most bad boy defense in the league. But that could just be aside from that. I don't know. You tell me. I just thought I'd pose a question out there. Like, is the Premier League actually a weak league, or is it a strong league in the sense where you need to be physically strong and also be able to withstand the pressures of being bopped around the pitch? Because like other leagues, I'm not saying they're not physical themselves. Of course, you've got tacklers and midfielders who like to get amongst it in other leagues. But again, based on yesterday, with Real Madrid being so confident, or Real Madrid fans I should say, that they would beat Liverpool, and with good reason, but they didn't. And then they found out that Liverpool were pressing, challenging for everything. The 50-50s were going Liverpool's way because they wanted it more. They were more dominant in the midfield. They were more adamant that they're going to receive this ball. They were pushing forward defensively as well. Maybe there's something to that. You guys let me know. La Liga, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Or is the Premier League overrated like some others would have you believe? You let me know.